Hi, I'm Daniel Mullen, and you're watching Purebred Reds, Adelaide United Fan TV.
Standing here with Glenn after a ridiculous game here tonight at Cooper Stadium. I don't really know where to start, Glenn. Bit of controversy. George Blackwood could have rescued a point for us right at the end there. Missed for that second spot kick that he had, but ultimately, is it a case of us having to just admit that tonight wasn't good enough overall? What do you reckon?
I think that would have been that we didn't play from the start. With the first 5 minutes, I thought we were in it, and then after that, we just didn't look hungry enough. We weren't attacking the ball hard enough, and then it comes down maybe some decisions should have been our way that didn't go right, but that was both teams as well. And then also maybe the coach should have made some changes maybe earlier with players coming off the bench, and yeah, I reckon if we made a few changes early, might have been a different story instead of the last 10 minutes, to be quite honest.
No row in agree, no party. Is there much of a sort of theory behind that at all? He's been out for the last 2 games, and both of those games, 3 games actually, and all 3 of those games have not been particularly great performance-wise. Do we have to worry a little bit about being a little bit too reliant on Riley?
In a sense, he's a player. He works the whole team and works around him as a player, and I think in a sense, yes, we can worry a little bit because he does create that opportunity for the players to go to on the field, and it's just someone has to step up when he's not there. That's the only thing I can really say. But yeah,
if you go back and look, the win against Newcastle was quite fortunate. Weren't good enough against the Mariners last weekend, and obviously tonight not really at the races. It's Western Sydney's first win in 6 rounds. Do we have to start worrying at any time? I mean, that loss of the FFA Cup win feels like it was a while ago now, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. I would think we'd have to start. The whole team has to sit back, and as also supporters, we have to start to worry now, especially the last couple of weeks' performance. Getting beaten last week, and then coming here and the performance we performed tonight, it's just not good enough. Where we sit on the ladder, we should really be sitting higher on the ladder than what we are. So yeah, we have to start looking at ourselves as a team and as individuals as well, I think.
Obviously, Gertjan Verbeek can't come on and score a penalty himself, but there are things he can be doing, which perhaps he isn't. One of those might be reacting to situations a little bit earlier on. Took him to the last 10 minutes to make his first sub tonight. Are you a little bit frustrated by that? I mean, 3-1 down. What reason is there not to bring on a Lockie Brook and just tell him, look, here's an opportunity for you, take the game on and see what happens? I mean, why is he being restrictive with his substitutions?
Well, at the end of the day, what have you got? At least you're 3-1 down. You might as well bring the players on early, give them a chance, and like you said with Lockie Brook, bring them on and say go for it and see what happens. You might pull the win out. You just don't know if you don't give those players the chance. And I think he probably the late of picking the changes over. I think that was a bit late. As I am a junior coach, I would have made changes probably early during the game, I think myself. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Not going to disagree with that one, mate. Sydney FC away next weekend. Are there any changes that you'd make to the starting 11? We don't know whether Riley will be available or not, but let's assume he is. Are there any other changes that you'd look at making immediately?
Well, first of all, I would look at Torre out front. I thought he was a bit slow tonight. Maybe have to sit him back a little bit. He just didn't seem like he was attacking like he should have been attacking the ball, and I thought that was a bit of a lack there as well. And yeah, the whole team just looked really sluggish. It just needs someone that just wants to play the game. So yeah, that's all I can really say on that.
Thoughts on Jordan Millsy's first game back as well, in terms of starting? Made a mistake that resulted in us conceding the first goal tonight. Overall, is he 100% the man to start ahead of Michael Moroney?
I probably wouldn't start him straight away ahead of Moroney, no. I probably would give him, maybe bring him slowly back into the game. But I thought I've watched Moroney and I thought he's been doing well. So that was a bit of a surprise package that he started before Moroney tonight. So yeah, I'm a bit shocked at that.
No worries, Glenn. Thanks so much for speaking to us, mate. You've spoken really well tonight. Hopefully we can pull something out of the bag against Sydney FC next weekend. Otherwise, hopefully we see you around at Cooper Stadium again throughout the remainder of the season. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you very much.
No worries. Cheers, mate. If you want to see that one.
Yep.
Standing here with Reece after a rather disappointing result, but an indifferent game, Reece. I guess I have to start by asking you what went wrong today.
Everything went wrong, Alice. Everything went wrong weeks ago, and I don't know why it hasn't been corrected, but it's pretty disappointing. I said to you, somewhat in jest, somewhat not in jest, weeks ago, that I think we're good enough to win the league, and performance we put on tonight, looks like we'll come 10th. So there you go.
Are we McGree happy in this camp at the moment? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, 100%. I thought, obviously I know how good he is, and I thought when he wasn't in the team that that's okay, we've got cover for him, but 3 games in a row without him, and what's that, 0 point? 1 point?
3.
Okay,
3 games.
Yeah, true,
so
yeah,
3 out of 9. Yep.
Okay, but still, yeah.
The point stands.
Tonight showed how much we miss him, and we miss him a lot. We miss him a lot, and that is worrying because if he was to go in January, which when you're playing that well in the A-League, you're going to go soon. So if he's not gone in January, he's gone at the end of the season. So, yeah, who's filling that void?
Yeah, we're the red men, but are we also a bunch of Santas? Because we've kept Marcus Babbel in a job tonight. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Marcus Babbel. You're welcome. Hope you enjoy Sydney. Honestly, I don't think they were that much. If we put away our chances like they did tonight, we're coming away with a win. Although, in my opinion, I haven't seen the replay, and who knows what I'm going to look like for those who have seen the replay. But I didn't think that last one was a penalty. But yeah.
Sydney away next weekend. Are we looking for Christmas miracles here? What needs to happen for us to get a result away from Sydney?
You know what? I'll be at Sydney away next week because I'm red through and through.
Till you're dead.
Till I'm dead. Yep. But the thing is, I love playing attractive football as we played tonight. And I hate to say this because I haven't missed Marco at all. But would you not agree that if we had Marco going away to Sydney next week, there would be more of a chance to snatch a result?
Yeah, I mean, you look at his results there in his first season. He got a few results away at Sydney. So
yeah, if we're going to try and match Sydney football for football, we're going to lose. But if we can calculate it and sit back on the counter as Marco would have, different result. But who knows? I'll wait and see. Obviously, I hope we'll win.
Gertjan making his subs with 10 minutes to go. That triggered you a little bit.
Yeah.
Give us a bit of a comment on that.
I'm not privy to what his thinking was, but personally I would have liked to have seen a little bit more proactivity, maybe a change earlier on in the game. Thoughts?
No, I was just making sure that's definitely a word, but that
proactivity,
that might signal the end. Reece, thanks for commenting, mate.
Mate.
Have fun in Sydney next week.
Yeah, thank you.